Hi everyone, I'm Barb Malamut. I'm the VP of Sewing and Design for TU Fashion, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to use a sewing machine. So now I'm going to be teaching you how to hem a pair of pants, shorts, or whatever. This is going to be the basic technique. Right here I have really cheap pajama shorts that I'll be using for this demo today. So first of all, you want to make sure that your shorts are inside out. So I'm going to do that right now. You always sew inside out so you can see what you're doing, unless you're making, a special statement stitch. You can measure how much you want to trim, but I don't need to trim anything today. So I am going to go like this, just one flip over, and then I'm gonna take one of my pins and put it through here. So we're going to pin that all the way around. You can use however many pins you want. We just wanna make sure that it's gonna be smooth the whole way, especially if you're measuring. You really wanna make sure that you have that pinned so that your machine isn't going anywhere you don't want it to go. So now that I have my seam, we're gonna put it under the machine and start sewing. Okay, so our first step is we want to thread our bobbin. Normally, if you buy a pack, your bobbins will come pre-threaded like this. But if you don't, and you have raw bobbins, then this is how you're gonna thread it. Your thread is gonna be put on the machine right here, and then we're gonna put it around this baddie, and then we go like so. POV, I don't actually know how to sew. There we go. So you're just pressing your pedal, that's all we're doing. There's no bobbin in this baddie, and we're just waiting until it stops. Okay, so now we're gonna take our bobbin, newly threaded, and we're gonna put it in our bobbin case. Some machines don't have bobbin cases, and you can just put it in right here. It'll basically look like this in the machine, and you put your bobbin in there, and you're gonna probably wanna loop it around in some way so that it's fully in there. But in this case, we do have to put it in our bobbin holder. So what you're gonna do for that is just put it right in, take the string, put it through here, and then just bring it along until it snaps into place. You're gonna take it and put it in, and this little knob has a place it needs to go. So wait for it to click, and then your bobbin is ready. Next, we need to thread the rest of the machine. So this is where this guy comes in handy. This is super important, and it's gonna take maybe a minute to get to know, but once you know it, it will be muscle memory, and every single machine you work with is gonna have the same general steps. So step one is through this top. Now we're gonna loop under, and then we're gonna spin our spinning wheel. Always spin towards you, never away. We're gonna loop it through here. Sometimes it's just the hole and you kind of have to needle it through, but everything is gonna have some sort of thing to catch it there. And then we're going to go around and thread. Some machines have their own threader that's attached right here usually. You can use a hand sewing threader, or you can just use your hands. Try to make sure it's a fresh cut and maybe lick your thread to make it easier. I always lick because I'm gross. We're gonna put it under the foot right here and just leave it out to the side. Keep your finger on this. You're gonna twist your wheel towards you again, and it's gonna go down and feed the bobbin thread through. So just keep going and pull this a little bit, and there you go. So now I'm gonna put this part back on my machine. We took it off to put the bobbin in, but right now we're gonna put it back on because we're working with fabric and we want the largest space possible. So as we said, we have our shorts that have been pinned at the hemline that I want. Then we're going to take our shorts, or whatever you have. Remember, this is just a general teaching method. We're gonna place it under here. We wanna make sure our foot is up. Once it's where you like it, place your foot down. There's a little lever right behind here and you'll see that. Next, we always wanna start sewing with the thread in the fabric. Spin the spinning wheel towards you. Once again, always towards you. All right, and now we are ready to sew. When we start a stitch, we do a back stitch, and that is just gonna basically create a little knot in our thread so it stops it from unraveling. And you're gonna do this at the beginning and end of every time you sew anything. It's super duper helpful. So in order to just do a normal stitch, you just are gonna press your lever and then your machine will start working. You wanna pull gently from this hand back here and guide gently through here. There are gears, there are little wheels under here that are actually feeding your fabric through, but you can just help it. When you come to a pin, take it out. Another helpful thing is to make sure that your foot is always in the same place. There are measurements to show where you are sewing and how much fabric we want to sew. Because I'm just sewing the hem, my foot's pretty much in line with the rest of my fabric. That's the end, so now we're gonna do a back stitch to close it up. And cut. Alrighty guys, thanks for coming today and watching my tutorial. These are our shorts. I've only done one side because I'm honestly gonna undo it after this video ends. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was useful and you learned some tips, and I hope that you try out your own machine. We have them downstairs in the LBC, in the basement, in the closet of the sock. And we have 2 machines there at all times, and any member of the fashion club or of the general Tulane community can use these machines. So happy sewing, and I hope you enjoy.